What's up, YouTube? What's going on? I got a new segment for y'all today. As I explained in my other video, um, I got a new segment called Inspirational Talks. It will consist of me not only getting on different topics, but also um, telling you what kind of like things that go on with me to spruce those topics up, and then tell you what you probably might have to do or what you should do or whatever. And yeah, so I'm gonna actually start by talking about thoughts, like, thinking about bad thoughts, overlapping bad thoughts with good thoughts. So what my mind really consists of is just like a bunch of crazy shit. Most times I'll think of things that I want to think about, and then most times I don't want to think about anything. Like, say for example, um, if I think about my exes, like it's it's okay to think about them, but sometimes I act on it. You know what I mean? Like, either I'll go and I'll talk to one of my exes, or I'll go and talk about my exes to somebody else. And it's just like, you don't want to have that type of negative energy. You don't want to do that. Um, Say for example, you had a traumatic experience, and you just like remember it, like being triggered off something that somebody said. Like, those traumatic experiences that leave you traumatized does not make up your life, especially if you're thinking about it. If it's just a thought, yeah, you remember it happened, but you can't make you want to be this medicated person. You know what I mean? So my mind, usually when I think of stuff, I think of um my exes, or I think of shit that happened to me that I don't want to think of, or I'll think of stuff that I'm afraid of, really afraid of, and shit like that, or stuff that happened to me in my life. And you know what I do when I think of these thoughts? I usually just meditate. And meditation, you don't you, like, I don't have my sage, I don't have my crystals, I don't have any of that. I just have like my little bead necklace here. And sometimes that's good too, but I really need some sage and stuff like that. And which I will get. But yeah, I meditate, and I lock those thoughts into clouds. I let them float away, you know. I put them in the trash. Like, anything you can think of to get rid of bad thoughts, just do it. And sometimes, I like to manifest things that I want to happen. Like, usually when I manifest things, there'll be a lot of money, or you know, getting an apartment, anything. Like, manifestation is a very powerful thing. That's what we all have, and most people don't, you know, kind of heed that. They just think it's like a superpower that doesn't exist or something. Like, no, God gave you that talent, and you should be able to use it. You know what I mean? So when you have bad thoughts like that, it's kind of like, you have many ways of getting rid of bad thoughts. If you have a talent, put your thoughts into that talent, especially for musicians. If you have like bad thoughts and you want to display it to the world, usually people do. It's not too late. um or us poets, like, I express a lot in my poetry, and most times I don't put it in my poetry like I should be doing most of the time. Even though I'm still writing, I'm still doing what I'm doing, it's like I still don't have like that momentum to just keep it up. And it's like I use other outlets, and usually I only have one bad outlet, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. We gonna keep that confidential. Even though I'm an honest person, I like to tell a lot of shit. So yeah, like, when you have bad thoughts, you have to appreciate the little things that will take you out of that. And I count on meditation. I count on my poetry. I count on art. I count on finding new music. I count on, like, going and you know watching other people on YouTube and shit, or just go and talk to people, or find other people to talk to. Like, That outlet is the whole one of the biggest parts of life is outlet. You can't let your emotions get the best of you with the thoughts you have, because that'll only tear you down. You know what I mean? Especially in a society like this one right now. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk to you for today. This was Inspirational Talks number 1, first segment. I just want to be y'all therapist or whatever, and grow with y'all, especially for my fellow poets that's on my channel or whatever. Like, keep writing, keep expressing thought into your craft, and eventually, everything will be fine. So until next time, you are a king, you are a queen, you are a god, you are a goddess, and everything will be okay. Alright, I'm out.